Women in this country of America are the most disrespectful women that I have encountered. And I've been pretty much around the world. And let me tell you something. As I have been around the world, and I gotta tell you, man, American women are the most disrespectful. I remember that there was a time where people would come to America, like the movie with Eddie Murphy. But you see, understand this in the movie. He was a king and he was looking for his queen. So he already had money. You see what I'm saying? So even in the metaphor of coming to America, Eddie Murphy already had money. Okay? He was very rich. So he didn't care if the woman could help pay bills or if she could help contribute. He just was looking for a wife, for a queen. But you see, I think that those times are done. You won't even see a movie like that come out today. You know why? Because men from other countries don't come to America to meet women anymore. That was yesterday. They only come to America, as you're seeing what's going on in the news with Trump and ICE and all this stuff, is to be immigrants, to make money, to make US dollars, to take it back to their country. That's what's really happening here. They don't come out here to meet women because they know that Western women, particularly American women, are the worst women to have. Let me tell you this, man. When I was in Brazil, I had women that I would consider at least 7s, maybe even 9s and somewhat 10s, cooking and cleaning for me the first day or two that they came over to my apartment in Brazil. I remember one girl who was hot, by the way, started cooking and cleaning and even offering to do grocery shopping for me just because she knew the language and she knew the money better than me. Yeah, at that time, I was still learning the money and learning the language a little bit. Now I can speak a little Portuguese. But, you know, nobody in America really speaks Portuguese, so it's hard to keep up. I'm a little bit better in Espanol. But let me say this, though, man. I remember I told her, you don't have to cook or you don't have to clean the floor. I mean, it's an Airbnb, first of all. And second of all, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? I was so, like, from my culture, I was so shocked in a way that she was cleaning the kitchen that I looked at her and I was like, what are you doing? And she said, no. Oh, by the way, she spoke in Portuguese. She spoke no English. So we had to use Google Translator a lot. That's another thing. I've had relationships with women that don't even speak English. So I think you guys can listen to a little bit of what I'm saying. I have a lot of experience here. Okay, I come from a time before the internet when you actually had to, like, approach women and talk to them. Okay, you didn't send them DMs on Instagram. I hear these girls today that tell me, oh, how did you meet your ex? On Instagram? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Women don't even need dating apps anymore. They have social media. Instagram is a dating app. Let's be realistic, yo. We could go on Instagram right now and we can look at all the pictures of the IG models and the big booty models and breast assists and all that other stuff and body features. And then we can go and look at stuff that's educational and what's getting more likes, what's getting more reach, what's getting more attention. Come on, man. Instagram is obviously a dating app now. Even Kanye said this. We've come to a part where we have women in Brazil, like I said, that will cook and clean and who look hot and attractive. Because why? Because this is how their mothers raised them out there in South America, to be submissive. Women in this country are taught to not be submissive. I have yet to meet a woman who is fully submissive all the way around in this country, I would say, since social media. But to bring it back to the movie Coming to America, if you pay close attention, Eddie Murphy had to pretend that he was not rich and pretend that he had no money in order to find a true wife who was not after him for his money. Okay? Whereas his brother or his partner or his comrade, Arsenio Hall, you know, was pretending that he was the prince and that he was rich and that he was trying to hook up with the sister, and the sister was just after his money. So it's good that the movie still portrayed that there are gold diggers out there. All right. But you see, the point of the story, she was not after his money, and he didn't want a woman that just was with him because he was a prince. He wanted a woman who was with him because she cherished him and wanted to be his wife and truly wanted to be with him. Do you understand the moral of this story? It's so interesting that we do not have movies like this being made anymore. All we have is a bunch of Marvel Avengers and superhero and horror and crime drama movies and thrillers that are being made. But none of these movies that are thought-provoking. You know why? Because I believe that the consciousness feels that there are women that do not exist like this in America anymore. What do you want to do? You want to come over here and be a rich prince and marry some woman and then have her want to divorce you and try to take more than half of your wealth for doing nothing because all she provided was the punani and a BBL? You see, those are the times that we're in right now. And this is the reason why I believe that Coming to America had a great message and a great point, but that point cannot be fulfilled today. Men are not doing that anymore. They're not doing that. Furthermore, let's not even get into the point that men don't want to come to America to meet women when most of the women in their countries are virgins. Well, what are they going to do? They're going to come over here to America and meet a woman who's got 2 baby daddies and 3 kids and she has EBT. But, she got a BBL though. She got a BBL. And she drives a Toyota Corolla thinking she's all that. Or even worse, she's overweight and she talks back and is not submissive and still has a baby daddy. You're coming to America for that? As I recall, the girl in Coming to America had no kids, but she looked to be of a certain age. Let me ask y'all this. Where are you going to find a woman at that age today with no kids? And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against single mothers. It's perfectly fine. But I have stated before that if she has had too many men, she is not wifey material. Men are not traveling thousands of miles to come meet a woman in America. They are aware of social media and aware of what is going on in this country. They may want to come out here to have fun, but they are not taking them back to their country. No men are coming to America for women.